So I'm back with part 3. Let's continue here. All right. Again, I'll reread this for you. Psalms 28:4. Give them according to their deeds. All right. And according to the wickedness of their endeavors. All right. Give them after the work of their hands and render to them their desert. All right. I say their just desert. And again, what does that make me think of? That makes me think of, Revelations 18:6. All right. Reward her as she rewarded you and double onto her. You understand that, people? All right. All right. Let's go to Job 4:8. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity, all right, and sow wickedness, reap the same. You see that? All right? What backs that up? Galatians 6:7. If you guess that, you guess correctly. That's where we're going. That's the next precept. All right? Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. The God power, Yahushua, is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You see that? Got that? You understand, people? This was all prophesied. You understand that? There is no man on this earth that can change, stop, or alter prophecy. You understand that? America, Babylon the Great, is a fulfillment of prophecy. She was a necessary evil, okay? But she was prophesied to take place, okay? She would be the 8th that would come out of the 7. And that gets into talking about the 7 heads and the 10 horns. America would be the 8th head that comes out of the 7. Okay? And there is no 9th, there is no 10th, there is no 11th. What comes after America, Babylon the Great is taken down is Yahushua's kingdom. Our kingdom, the Israelites' kingdom, starting with the elect of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand that? So this was a necessary evil. All right, in fulfillment of prophecy to bring in the kingdom of Yahushua. You understand? It's that simple. All right, it's not complicated. All right, and you just have to know the history, and the history is here. It's in the scriptures. All right, you have to know, read your, Daniel chapter 2, Daniel chapter 7. You understand that? To understand that. Understanding what the 7 heads and the 10 horns are, okay, which are the 10 toes, which represents the EU nations, all right? Understanding, the EU and NATO and America, Babylon the Great is, the last leg and extension of the revived Roman Empire. You understand? And that makes America, Babylon the Great, that 8th head, all right, that comes from the previous 7. Do you people get that? Do you understand that? Okay? In this Edomite beast system, you have to understand that the snake in the garden, which was not a talking snake, but man, okay, a serpent, all right, was really, one of the sons of the wicked. Well, that one individual wound up growing into a what? A conglomerate, like, a 7-head dragon. Do you understand that? Do you understand? It goes from being a snake to a dragon, a 7-headed dragon, a conglomerate of Edomite nations, of evil, of wickedness. You understand that, people? Yeah, of basically an anti-Messiah system. You understand? Remember that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, Job 9:24. Malachi 1:4 tells you who the wicked is. Esau, Edom. You understand? And again, this was by default, but this is the way the Lord wanted it. So this was prophesied to happen. That we would fall, man would fall, the Israelites would fall out of power, okay? And by default, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. But again, if you know your scriptures and you know the story, you know that it's about the rise, the fall, and the rise again of the Israelites. And understanding that Yahushua is the head Israelite. You understand that, people? So at the end, the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, okay, would, raise up the horn of his people, okay? And that takes place during, the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. The Lord is already raising his people up, all right? Starting with those of us here that are in this truth. You understand that? From the elders on down. So, that's what we're doing. We're in a transition period, okay? Where he's raising up the horn of his people because, again, he setteth up one, he taketh down another. So who is he taking down? Esau, Edom, and setting up, his people, okay? You understand that? And remember that you're co-heirs to the kingdom with Yahushua. You understand that? Romans 8:17, all right? All right, let's move on, shall we? All right. Let's move on. Let's get into the pride, okay, of Babylon. All right. Let's get into our pride. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction. See that? Okay? And again, nobody's more prouder than Esau, Edom. All right? And again, that's all over the scriptures. Let's give you a couple of precepts. All right, let me finish this. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall. Okay? That's going to be some fall he's going to take. All right? Because remember, it's trading places. All right? Those that are last, which are us, the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, those that are last shall be first, and those that are first shall be last. You see that? That's trading places. You understand that? All right? He's in his heaven, we're in our hell, and been in our hell. Okay? Hell is not a place, but a condition. So he's being taken out of power. All right? So he's going to be taken out of his heaven, placed into where we're at the bottom, and we're going to be in our heaven. And remember that this will be the everlasting kingdom, and it will not be left to other people. Remember, we're going to have new bodies. We're going to be immortal. We're going to have those extraterrestrial bodies. Okay? So you see, this is the everlasting kingdom. Okay? No other nation is ever going to rule. All right? And the Israelites will never go into captivity. We're never going to fall again because we're going to have the laws, statutes, and commandments placed into our inner parts. You understand that? And you can read that, in Hebrews 8:8-10. All right? You got that, people? All right? And that's when we're in the second covenant, okay? When we get those new bodies. All right? You understand that? All right. All right, let's give you some understanding here about his pride. I'll give you some examples of that. Let's go to Obadiah, which is just one chapter, verse 3 and 4 cover it. All right. All right. You know what? I'll start from the top. The vision of Obadiah does saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, and thou art greatly despised. Here, the Edomites are despised all over the world by all the other nations, okay? They've all woken up to the fact, that they've all been deceived, all right? Okay? Remember, the nations are mad, okay? They were made drunken, through the wine, right? Her doctrines, that democracy BS, through her fornication, and now the nations are mad, all right? So, verse 3, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, because that, again, they originate from Mount Seir, which is southeast of Israel, all right? It's known as Petra today, okay? And it's been in a couple of movies, Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. Shows you Petra. It's also been in one of the Transformer movies as well. You understand that, people? All right? And that's where they originate from. And then, the other place would be the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. All right? And that's where you get that word Caucasian from. It comes from the word Caucasus, all right? From the Caucasus Mountains, all right? Which means cave dweller people, all right? All right, so thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, they have skyscrapers, all right? This man loves that. Everything with him is about rock, concrete, you understand? And that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, his pride. And though thou exalt thyself as the eagle is the symbolism of all these Edomite nations, all right, throughout their history. Okay, give me a minute. All right, see this? We're looking at Edomite kingdoms, all right? See, there's Mount Seir, Petra, over to the far left, all right? And to the right of you on the top, you see Greece, you see Rome, you see Spain, you see France, you see Germany, you see Russia, you see Great Britain, and on the bottom, to your right, you see the United States. So you can see that the Edomites are not done away with, okay? There's no ending to all people. All right, Escalatius 4:16 will tell you that, all right? So these people are nothing but liars. All right, let's get back, all right, shall we? All right, give me a minute. All right. So though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, right? Their space program, NASA, all right? Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord started bringing this man down in the late 1960s, when supposedly he went to the moon, because he never went to the moon, all right? That's nothing but a fabricated lie, all right? All that stuff was all Hollywood, okay? And that was already proven even before HD television ever existed, and people already had known that that stuff was fake. All right, and that's why they destroyed all those tapes, all right? All right, let's move on here. Let's go to Proverbs 16:5, all right? Or rather, let me give you another example of his pride before that, all right? Let's go to Habakkuk. You know what, we'll do that when we come back, all right? We'll end this here, and we'll be right back with part 4, all right? Shalom.